Hi guys, welcome back to Grow Your Own Veggies. How's everyone doing? So, introduction video. Thought it's about time that, I'm getting on Instagram, getting quite a few followers, nearly 1,000 now. So, and I think it's time that people knew a little bit about me, really, and what I have planned for the social media side of it. So I've got a Facebook page, I have an Instagram page and a YouTube page, which are all Grow Your Own Veggies. If you search them up and give us a follow and a like and a subscribe. So yeah, it's what's this? It's basically about what I've got planned for the channels, really, and a little bit about me myself. Sorry, I've got my little book here for me notes and me bullet points. And so yeah, this is basically the channels are going to be for total novices who haven't got a clue, who think, I don't know, a potato comes from the supermarket, to the seasoned gardener who knows everything, or they think they know everything. How I'll explain it is how I've been taught, and it's been passed down from generation to generation. Might not be how the professionals do it, or the seasoned gardener. They might have a different way. But, for the main purpose, it's to hopefully help people who are just starting out in the gardening side of it. It can be on an allotment or in your back garden, because you can grow veg and fruit anywhere. Yeah, as long as you've got the right stuff, you can grow it. So everything will be a step-by-step guide, from the packet of seeds, what you need to put them in, like if you're doing it in a greenhouse or a mini greenhouse, how to put them in to the cells or the pots, to harden them off once they're big enough, to then planting them out. Everything will be step-by-step guide. What you need, the tools you need. I'll go through the tools. Not everyone knows maybe what a dibber is, so I'll explain what a dibber is, how easily they can be made. Yep, you've got your cultivators, your rakes, your hoes. Obviously you've got a push hoe and a pull hoe, which is a Dutch hoe. So all different things for people to hopefully help them along in growing their veg or the fruit that they, gonna save them money, basically. And I find it's very relaxing as well. As I say, if I give you a way of doing it and it doesn't work, let me know, drop me a message. Because if, for example, 15 people say it didn't work, right, okay, what's your soil like? You all might have a problem with the soil. It might be a certain soil type, or you didn't manure, you haven't put anything into the ground. So if you're not going to feed the ground, it's not going to produce nothing, is it? All those people might put the same veg in the same place, which don't always work. That's why they do a rotation. Only thing I know that works like that is a runner bean. Because if you leave the runner bean rooting, it puts back, I think it's nitrogen, it puts it back into the ground. So that's why a lot of people have runner beans, and that's where they stay. So they leave the rooting, and the root will rot down, give off what it needs to give off. So yeah, videos will be as I do them, to the point of the quality. Yeah, there'll be no editing. I don't know how to do it. It's my iPad or my telephone. That's how you're going to get the videos. This is the first time I've actually had anything wrote down. Because normally it's just off the cuff. This is how we're going to do it. But if there's anyone local to Ipswich who knows about all this, drop us a line and let's get, when all this COVID and that finishes, hopefully, we'll grab a coffee and maybe help me out a little bit. So yeah, apologies for anything that might be a bit rough around the edges. So a little bit about me. I'm 48, married to Lisa, and I have 3 boys, Jack, Alfie, George, and this year they're going to be 12, 11 and 10. Yeah, homeschooling this last few months has been an absolute nightmare. And how they do these fractions, I mean, they're dividing fractions and, oh mate, I'll give that to the wife. You sort that out. I'll help draw the pictures, you know what I mean? So yeah, we live in Ipswich, and I've had an allotment many years ago. I've probably been out of the allotment scene for about 7-8 years. By then we had one for about 9-10 years, I suppose. And then obviously everyone got older, and I had it with my dad and my mum and that. But obviously my kids were growing up and weekends weren't becoming my own. So I worked on the highways as well. So there was a lot of hours, especially in this sort of weather. There was a lot of gritting and, you know, it's nights and everything. So yeah, we give it up. And then 5 years this year, unfortunately my dad passed of cancer. And yeah, it took a while to get over the poor bloke. I say over, I'm not over, you know, I think about him every day, you know. So working on the roads, and then it was about October time he passed. About February the following year, on nights I got a message saying there was a grit that night, and I just read it and I just broke down in tears. Wife was concerned on what the matter was, and I just said to her, I can't cope with this. So she phoned me into the old docks, emergency appointment, and yeah, it built up and built up since my dad, and it just come out basically, you know. And you get to that point where we offered you counselling, and nah, you're all right, you know, how you do. And that really did shake me, you know, it rocked me to the bottom. And honestly, I've never had thoughts like it in my life. You know, when you're a young lad and you think, depression, you saddo, you want to get a life. And until it happened to you, mate, I felt the biggest idiot, you know. So yeah, I reckon that day I cried for about 9 hours in total in the day. And I've never said that to anyone, you know, and I haven't spoke to anyone about it. This is the first time I've spoken to anyone. So yeah, I was off work for 3 months, and in that 3 months I said to the wife, I can't go back to this job. All these hours, and I'm on motorways. If I have another episode, I call them, someone does your head in, or you just think, sod this, you know, you're on a motorway. How would I feel if, no, you got lorries going past you at 56 miles an hour, and all you've got is a 2-foot cone, to stop you. So I thought, no, my head's not in the right place, I ain't going to go back. So I didn't. Went to a lorry driving job, and everything was, you know, I felt a little bit better. Stopped the medication for about a year, you know, I stopped the tablets I was given and that, because I felt okay. Get on with it, and then I obviously doing the lorry driving. I'm home every night, you know, and no weekends, which was good, you know. But with a lot of journeys to Birmingham, I kept thinking of certain things and just put it off, really, you know. Just got on with my job. Long hours, you know, and then all of a sudden, just before COVID hit, last year, the first COVID, I was off work because I just had another episode, and I just absolutely went into meltdown, you know. And it's the same thing, you know. It was my dad, you know, that caused it all. Just thinking about it, you know. So yeah, off work. Then COVID hit, and then I wasn't furloughed. He just laid me off with another bloke. So yeah, brilliant that was. You know, it was that time of life, time where you're trying to get yourself right to get back to work, and then all of a sudden, a letter through the post, you're laid off. No furlough, nothing. Just you're laid off. You finish at the end of the month. Brilliant. So yeah, that really helped me, my mental state, obviously. So I just thought, right, okay, nothing I can do about that. You know, we're in lockdown anyway, so spent more time with the kids, obviously, you know. And then my father-in-law said, you know, there's an allotment going. Is he interested? I thought, wow, really, I've been through that. You know, allotments, wherever you go, allotments are, there's a lot of politicalness and all that, and I thought, well, I really want to get involved in that. In the end, I thought, yeah, sod it, why not? In for a penny, in for a pound, eh? So yeah, I took it over in 14 days, digging it all over, we've done it. So yeah, up and running, and that's why I started the videos as well, you know, to help people out. And I must say, it certainly helps my mental health anyway. I feel okay, but I'm not stopping my tablets. You know how you think, I'll get on with it. No, still keeping up with my tablets. I've now got a little part-time job. I do 2 hours a day for 3 days, so I'll do 6 hours a week. You know, plenty of time up the allotment. But then 3 days give me a purpose to get up, because I was finding that I weren't getting out of bed till 10, half 10, maybe 11. And I just couldn't be bothered. You know, I'd sit there and just do nothing, absolutely nothing. So I thought, no, I've got to get a little job. It's got to get me up. So it does. It gets me up 3 days a week. Purpose to get up. It's what you need, you know. And as I say, I'm 48, and you just got to stop worrying about it, because if you keep worrying about things, people, it'll put you under the ground early. It really will. Now I've got to the point where it's just, oh well, you know. We've now been laid off for 2 days a week. We only do 2 days a week now, and it's a case of, oh well, yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing I can do, is there? You know, the allotment is a massive help. You know, if I want to get away, I come up here, I can sit in my shed, have a cuppa, ponder what I'm going to do. You know, and I honestly say, hand on heart, if anyone's got any problems, talk about it. It's the only way. I never talked about it, and I think you build up and you pop. You just bang, you just pop, and that's it. You know, you'll get a bigger fallout. There'll be a nuclear fallout, and it will not be pretty. Talk about it. No such thing as macho-ness now. You know, mental illness, mental health is a big talked about issue, because it is an issue. You know, as I say, years ago, you think someone's off with depression. They think, you think, they're pulling the wool over their eyes, you know, over the company's eyes or whatever. Nah, mate. No, a lot of people suffer from it. And as I say, I'm speaking to people who haven't watched this, never spoken to it about anyone, not even the wife, you know. So, yeah, it's actually good to sit here and just talk, you know. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me and what I plan on doing with these social media channels. I'm happy to promote anything for anyone, give anyone a review. You know, I'm not talking thousands of pounds, am I? If you want me to review your compost, send me a bag. I'll review it, you know, because I'm not going to put my name to something that don't grow or don't work, you know. And I'll be honest about it. I'm not going to say, yeah, it's fantastic stuff if I don't think it is. You know, I'll let the person who sent it, let them know that I don't recommend that, mate, or I can't put my name to that because I don't think that's quality. It's the quality that people deserve, you know. So, seed companies as well, you know, if you supply nothing but tomato seeds, send me some tomato seeds, you know. I'll review them from what the packaging look like to how they grow and the taste and everything. You know, I'll do that for anybody, you know, not a problem. I'm a brand ambassador at the moment for Powered. If you go onto my Instagram page and look in the highlights, you'll get the promotion code there for them. They're at Powered on Instagram. When you get to the end, they deal in fitness gear. So if you have a look through the shop, I should say, and once you get to the end, if you've bought anything, if you put Veggies in the discount code, you'll get 30% discount. Okay, on anything, 1 item, 10 items, don't matter. Yeah, put Veggies in the discount code, and you'll get 30% off. Okay. Yeah, hopefully when I get to about 1,000 followers in my Instagram, I'm hoping to do a bit of a giveaway. So be prepared, all the little companies that are on Instagram who need to up their followers as well. I might be dropping you a message requesting a couple of packs of seeds or a couple of blocks of compost or whatever. You know, as I say, it's not a massive amount I'm after. I'm not after, you know, 25 bags of compost or 25, I don't know, crates of whatever. It's just a little bit to give away, yeah, to increase everybody's followers. Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. So that's a little bit about me and what I have. I've got all this down. It's like my wedding speech. I didn't even do that. As I say, it'll all be step-by-step stuff. I'll explain what the tools are and how they work, because some people don't have a clue, do they? You know, if they're just starting out, they're not going to know what or how to use some of the stuff, you know. And as I say, if people think there's another way or a better way, put a comment in, let them know. You know, it's to help everybody out, you know. So yeah, as I say, I'm a brand ambassador for Powered. Everyone gets 30% off if you put the Veggies in there. That's on Instagram. I'm happy to be, as I say, a brand ambassador for anyone, you know. But you've got to have good quality. It's got to be good quality. It's, as I say, I used to be a consultant for Party Light. So there will be a lot of candle stuff being given away, because the wife wanted me to clear out one of the cupboards upstairs, and I've got boxes of candle holders and little candles and that, so I'll be chucking them in every now and again as a bit of a competition. Some of them will go when I reach 1,000 followers on Instagram. So yeah, that will happen, and then I'll do little competitions throughout the month. You know, a picture of something, a specific picture. If you can post that, you win a couple of tea lights, sort of thing. You know, nothing major, just a bit of fun in it. So yeah, it'll be month by month videos. Will come up on what you should be looking to be putting in. So I'm going to start that for March. It's halfway through February. So yeah, I think I'll start that for March, where you'll be looking for your March seeds and plants. There won't be a lot of flower content. It'll be mainly fruit and veg, because that's mainly what I grow. There might be the odd video of tulips that I put in the other day. So yeah, it'll be a little bit of colouring, but we've got to look out the bees as well, haven't we? So there'll probably something to help the bees along as well, because we need to keep them going. Shout out to the Raw Honey Company. They do some good stuff on there, you know. So, excuse me a minute, I just need to have a sip of drink. Thirsty work, this talking, you know. Oh yes. So yeah, it'll be a month by month guide. I'll start that in March in what you should be looking to put in. Obviously all the diagrams when I show you how to put them directly into the ground, because a lot of seeds you can put directly in. I'll be showing you how I use the hoe to make the drill, which is a hole, a line, like a little trench. I've got a special tool for that, which is an old hoe that I've cut down. Yeah, so that'll all be done. Again, with putting parsnips in, quick tip now. When you put your parsnips in, if you put them directly in the ground, yeah, so you make your trench, or your drill, as they call it, you sprinkle your parsnips in. What you want to do is you want to get a pack of seeds, get a pack of radish, okay, put a few at the front, and then spasmodically drop a few in the same trench to the end, okay. So obviously the radish grow quicker, and obviously parsnips take a lot longer. So the problem I had last year, because I was in a rush to just do them, I put them all in, because they take so long, the weeds overrun it. Couldn't see me parsnips, so they all got hoed up. So, and I forgot myself, that was the tip I should have used last year, but I just totally went out my head. I've just thought about that now. So yeah, if you're putting your parsnips in, because parsnips can go in now, put them in, sprinkle some radish, not a constant line. I mean, some people put a proper line, but I just sprinkle them in, just so it gives you a constant line. So when they start to come through, you can see where they are, and there'll be a line, and you can weed without any problems, you see. See? I'm full of, there's all this grey matter. Look there now, look. I had to cut that off. There's a lot of knowledge up there, I just got to pass it on to people, you know. So yeah, that's really everything I've got to say, I think. I'll just have a quick check of my notes. Done that, yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be on all my channels, so this will be on the Instagram. Give us a follow. If you already follow me, fantastic. Let people know, tag people in this video that are maybe starting out gardening or have an allotment that you know. Get them to follow us. Yeah, same as on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, then push the bell button so you don't miss a video. Okay. Yeah, and just happy gardening, everyone. As I say, I've probably forgot stuff, but that's how it rolls. You know, this is the first time I've ever had anything written down to talk about. So yeah, I think I've got some videos already up on the channels that you can have a flick through. There is another introduction, but I thought I'd do one where I just sit here and just talk about me and just me. Really. Yeah, sorry, I'm not being rude, I'm just trying to catch up who's walking up and down, that's all. As you can see, I've got my poles here ready for me runner beans. This is the second lot of poles I've had, because the last lot someone's nicked. So I loaned, because we had 5 plots opposite me, and they took all the metal down and that, because what they do is they send the metal to the scrappy, and then obviously the field gets the money. So I had some poles, laid them on my path, come back a couple of days. It was a day after? No, not the day after. 2 days later, my poles are gone. Can't believe it. Someone had nicked my poles. So I see the bloke who was collecting it because we have a bloke on the field who runs it down with his trailer and that. And I said, I suppose I can have some poles, mate. Can I have someone nick mine? So he said, yeah, help yourself. So yeah, they nicked me blinking poles. So I thought, I've got to put them in my shed now. I don't really want it in my shed, but I've got to have them. I'll be putting them in the ground soon anyway. Obviously it'll make me frame for me runners. So yeah, thankfully the snow's melting as well. Just want to get on the garden now. It's destroyed me broad beans. Mate, they just collapsed. So I've got to get some more broad beans, get them in, try and get them up to scratch again. Tell ya, it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? You know. So yeah. So there's not much more to say, I don't think, people. You know, we've been on here nearly, it's an half an hour's worth of video. This, blimey, it's the longest one I've done, I think. So hopefully I'll be able to get this up on my channels. Hopefully. Might have to ask me a 12-year-old son how to do it, right? Because I've just got no idea. As I say, hopefully I'll be doing a giveaway when I reach 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I'll do the odd bit here and there. You know, it's not going to be a lot because obviously this is for people on a budget as well. Yeah, you know, you don't need a lot of money to grow fruit and veg. The biggest outlay obviously is the seeds that you need. You know, like I said, I spent £54 on the seeds, the DT Browns, but that's with their forget the discount it was now. I think it was about £84 I should have had. I spent in total, but obviously with the discount it cost me 54 quid. But that is my season seeds, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't really grow anything that I'm not going to eat. I am, now I've said that, I'm going to grow a bit more because obviously we have my local church does food parcels and that on a Tuesday, I think it was, and they're stopped now. But obviously I take fresh veg in because they have someone go around the local stores picking up the tins and stuff like that that's close to date, and I give them the veg, you know, because it's pointless meat, or it's just waste, isn't it? If I just leave it on here, it'll just go to waste. So I'd rather give it to the church, and they'll give it to people, you know, at least other people are getting some benefit out of it, you know, like me beetroot. I had so much beetroot, I couldn't eat it quick enough, you know. So I gave a load to the church, you know. You got the old dear who might fancy a couple of bits of beetroot, you know, it saved them a couple of quid in it, you know. And I've got nothing against anyone. I don't care who it go to, as long as they use it, you know. Because if I just left it on my plot, it would go to waste. You know, I'll give me mum some, I'll give me brother some, you know. So as long as everybody gets something, anything else I give to the church, you know, and let them dish it out, because it's helping everybody. Yeah, in this day and age, we've got to help each other out, haven't we? You know, everyone's in need of help. You know, it's a nightmare. Nothing we can do. You know, the government, poor, bless his old soul, Boris, he's doing his best, and I don't care what your political views are. You know, I think he's done a good job. I mean, not necessarily a Tory, and I don't wish to talk about politics on this page, but you know, he had Brexit, he done it, and then he was straight back into, you know, straight into COVID. I mean, no one, I don't care who they were, what political party they were, they would be, no one knows what to do with it, did they? People think he's done it right, some people think he's done it wrong. But if you've got nothing to check back on in history, you know, in 40 years or 50 years, if COVID come back again, they can go, right, this is how Boris done it. Can we do it differently? Can we do it differently to improve it? Or was it all right? You know, at the end of the day, he's only going by his advisors, aren't they? You know, if he says, if his scientists and advisors say you've got to lock everything down, he's got to lock everything down, isn't he? You know, he's only going by what he's told, basically. So yeah, it's been a funny year last year. I don't think we're going to be totally out of it this year. I said to the wife the other day that I think 2021 we can almost kiss half of it goodbye, because I don't think there's going to be a lot happening before April, possibly May. You know, I need the kids to get back to school as soon as, because it's blowing my mind, that homework, that schoolwork. I just cannot, out of it, totally out of it, my head. So yeah, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. As long as we're all sensible and we try our best to stay safe. Allotments are the ideal thing, I think. You know, I think everyone's got to get back to growing stuff. You know, you can't beat fresh veg. You cannot beat the taste. I don't care what anyone says. There's nothing I've bought in a shop that tastes better than growing it yourself. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'll tell you, I've had a few meals, as you can see. And the old double chin there, look. So yeah, that's really it, people. So I hope everyone's watched the video to the end. I haven't blabbed on too much, but I'm going to finish my cuppa off. As I say, all you little companies out there, you seed companies and everyone else, I'll be messaging you soon. Yeah, getting in preparation for my 1,000 followers giveaway. Yeah, and let's get into some partnerships and promotions with each other. Okay, so don't be shocked if a message from Grow Your Own Veggies drops in your DMs, because I'm out on the look. All right. Okay, everyone. Nice to talk to you. Well, nice to talk to a video or camera in my shed. Watching the world go by. Suppose I better go and do something now. Now the snow's melted, but it's still too wet to get on the ground. Yeah. So, okay, people. Please don't forget, give us a follow. Tag people in. Yeah, get them to follow. Get them to subscribe on YouTube. Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. Not too bothered about Facebook, because Insta and YouTube I think are going to be the two that I mainly deal with. So yeah, take care, people, and until next time, stay safe and warm. Good luck. See you later.